AEGIS shaft voltage tester is a piece of test equipment that you can use to measure the voltage on the shaft of a motor running from a variable frequency drive. We have the shaft voltage probes, conductive microfibers, touching the spinning motor shaft while it's operating. And you can see here we have the shaft grounding ring, but it's installed with plastic screws and washers so that it's not actually grounding the shaft at this time. We would have to connect this cable in order to ground the motor shaft through the shaft grounding ring. Now when you look at the screen of the shaft voltage tester, you'll see this continuous bearing discharge, a gradual rise and a very fast discharge. I'm going to freeze the screen so you can see this in some more detail. So here you see the voltage, it increases slowly, and then when it reaches a level where it discharges through the motor bearing, you get a very fast discharge. That is an actual pit being created in the bearing race of the motor. Now when you're testing a motor, you might want to save this screenshot for a report by simply hitting the save button on your screen. So now that we know that we have a problem, let's figure out how to solve it. What we want to do is get rid of this voltage that's on the screen of the motor. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect the shaft grounding ring, whose microfibers are touching the motor's spinning shaft, and we're going to connect it directly to ground. And then you can see on the screen of the shaft voltage tester that that voltage has gone completely away. I'm just going to show you, I lift the ground off and there the voltage is back. Now you see the discharge is taking place, and as soon as I ground that, the voltage goes away. So what we've done is we've shown you how the AEGIS shaft grounding ring is protecting the motor's bearings while the motor is running. The AEGIS shaft voltage tester is an essential tool to know whether or not you have problems with your motors and to prevent very expensive downtime and bearing damage, which can result in bearing failure. Our customer service is available to answer questions about the applications that you might have for bearing protection of your motors. They can also connect you to our engineering department, which can help design custom solutions which you might need in order to install a ring on your motor. Now we have many different types of shaft grounding rings for any size motor. We have different types so that you can install them any way that you'd like. There's also large rings for very big motors. And we also describe everything that you've just seen in the Bearing Protection Handbook. It's a really valuable resource that you can download from our website free of charge, and will help you in determining how best to protect your motors and processes.